just the experience that you guys went through as a group, the connectedness of this team, what do you think this will mean for you guys moving forward, knowing that you're just kind of at the doorstep of what you're building?
In the moment, it kind of sucks, everybody probably feels like, we left a lot on the table. And I think that's a really good thing, My first year, we had like a really average year and kind of got bounced out before even kind of getting into the playoffs. So to have the year that we had now and be disappointed is also like a really good thing, doing what we did. So something that we're going to build on and brought us really closer together. You can't get better with these experiences without having them. So it's definitely a good thing that we were able to kind of go through this together as a group, especially being young. And I think it'll serve us really well down the stretch.
And last night, Mark was just saying that he wants the feeling after the game that pain to be an investment toward the future. I just wondered, because we didn't talk to you last night, how you would describe that feeling after the game, and just is there part of you that wants to preserve that for the future?
I mean, it didn't feel good. There's no other team that I would rather have that feeling with, for sure, just because I know there's a bunch of motivated guys in the locker room with me. But yeah, it's a feeling that I'm going to carry throughout the summer and carry throughout, probably the rest of my career. That being the first time that I'm in the playoffs. But yeah, just use that chip on my shoulder and kind of press through that way. But it's something that's going to motivate the rest of the guys, myself. Like I said, it's a good thing that we kind of have that feeling early. Something that we can always remember and, try and be better for.
How does that show up in a guy like Josh, who started ever since he's been here, and then he has to go to the bench and other guys come in, something he had to deal with? How does that show up in that whole situation?
It's really impressive. There's a lot of guys in the NBA that could have made a really big deal about that, and I think ruined the camaraderie of the team. But he did a really good job of buying into that and just being ready when his number was called. A lot of guys have had to do that all year, and we've let it be known to him that that's really selfless, and we really appreciate him for that, being willing to do that. Like you said, when you come into the NBA and have the success he has, and then, obviously we get in big moment and, we kind of move our lineup around. I think to be able to take himself out of that equation and kind of look what's best for the team, I think was really commendable. And, like I said, just kind of being ready when your number's called, I think he did a good job of that, and being willing to do that is something that it makes everybody else willing to want to do it too.
What was that for you last summer?
Understanding my spots. So last year I watched a ton of film. I think if you kind of watched last year too, I didn't really a big part of my game was kind of like bumping and getting to like that little elbow pull up. I did not have that last summer, coming into this year. That wasn't something I really did, but it was somewhere that I was ending up on the floor a lot, and just kind of like within our offense, that was somewhere where I was kind of getting stuck and picking the ball up and not really knowing what to do. So that was something I added to my game, and I still only shot like one free throw a game, but being able to draw fouls a little bit this year and play through contact, I thought I was able to kind of add that a lot to my game. I thought I finished really well this year, so I was able to kind of add those two things, and then now that's something that this summer will be on the back end of keeping it sharp and then getting better at something from this past year.
Last one to Yoko.
The other day, you mic'd up and said that the Shea is the worst of the lob. And then you were successful throwing the 3 lobs yesterday, but he also did pretty good lob. What did you think of that?
I was very shocked, and it was and it was a big time lob. But actually, he is a great passer. It was very out of context. We throw a lob every day, before every game during our warm ups, and he's never thrown a good one. So that was where that came from. But he is a good passer. I think he averages 7 assists or something, so he can pass the ball. But